Alright, today we're just going to quickly talk about multiplying two-digit numbers by two-digit numbers, starting with simple numbers such as 24 times 16. Now, we already know that we multiply in the ones place 6 times 4, 24. We know that we put that 2 above here and continue, right? 6 times 2 is 12. Add the 2. We have 144. The only new part when you're adding a new digit is to put this 0 down here. And the reason that you do that is because this 1 is not really 1, it's 10. It's the number 10. And 10 times anything, for example, 10 times 4 equals 40. 10 times anything is always going to end in a 0. So anyways, let's continue. 1 times 4 is 4. And 1 times 2 is 2. I'm not going to add this 2 on the top because that was from before. Now we add. So 4, 8, 3. This is the traditional way to multiply. I don't love it because it doesn't require you to ever think about multiplying a two-digit number. It allows you to multiply only single-digit numbers and never think about what it really means to multiply a two-digit number. So I'm going to show you one of the other strategies that I actually think is better. Maybe students won't like it at first because it requires a little bit more thinking, or it requires a little bit more work, but it does allow you to truly understand what's going on. So we have 24 and 10 and 6. That's 16 and 24. And we multiply based on what we see in the boxes. So here we have 20 times 10. And in previous videos, I've showed you that when you multiply numbers with zeros, you can ignore the zeros. 2 times 1 is 2. And then add the zeros inside into the answer. So 2 times 1 is 2, and then add 2 zeros because there's 2 zeros in there. And 20 times 10 is 200. We should be able to answer that super fast. When we do it this way, we never have to think about what is 20 times 10. And we memorize our multiplication tables, but we're not very fast when it comes to multiplying multiples of 10 or multiples of 100. Okay, let's continue. 20 times 6, 2 times 6 is 12. And then there's only 1 0 in this problem, so I add a 0 here. 4 times 10, 40. And 6 times 4, 24. Okay, the other reason I like this strategy is because it makes you add more numbers that have more than single digit numbers. So we're not just adding 4 plus 0, 4 plus 4, 1 plus 2. It's too easy. Here, we can really think 200 plus 40 equals 240. And 120 plus 24 equals 144. And then we could add the simple way. 384. Same answer. A little bit more work at first, but it requires your brain to do a little bit more exercise. What I recommend is just choose any two-digit numbers to practice both of these strategies. Check your answers with a calculator.